Warm greetings and welcome to Coffee with Estera, dear audience. Dear respected precious audience and esteemed academicians, we are privileged to bring to you another prominent personality, woman in STEM icon. She is our doctor, engineer, Norilmi Amilia Ismail from Malaysia for you. Let me give you a short intro about her. Dr. Norilmi Amilia Ismail is a space engineer, entrepreneur, and educator specializing in satellite IoT systems and small satellite technology. She holds a master's in space mission analysis and design, and a PhD in mechanical engineering from the University of Glasgow, and is a senior lecturer at University Science Malaysia, Penang, my hometown. As this founder, she is also founder and CEO at Space in Sdn Bhd. She leads efforts to develop low-cost nano-satellite IoT solutions that provide connectivity for industries such as agriculture, forestry, and oil and gas. In 2023, SpaceIn launched its first technology demonstration satellite via SpaceX. Her work bridges academia and industry, focusing on developing nanosatellite-based IoT systems to enable remote connectivity, enhance digital transformation, and create sustainable solutions for the undeserved communities. She also serves as a committee member of Malaysia Space Industry Consortium, MASIC, contributing to industry collaborations and advancing the national space agenda. Welcome, Doctor. Welcome, Dr. Norilmi. Welcome to our show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so shall we have a coffee?
Yeah, I have a glass of
Yeah,
water for
yeah.
me.
I know you are in the hotel now, so I can't blame you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Let's
and
have a
also if I drink coffee now, I can't sleep tonight.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Great. So, are you ready to start for the fun? Let's see
Yes.
what we are going to do now. Let me remove something. Okay. So, we will start with all light questions, and we will have another session where we have rapid fire, to laugh, to go deeper into getting to know you, and our audience also can know you better, and I can know you better also. Yeah. So, dear audience, Dr. Norilmi, she is not only an aerospace engineer. Yes, she is an entrepreneur as well. So she's not only working for something, she's also on her own. So just imagine how busy she will be. And I really thank Dr. Norilmi for spending her time. Today she's in hotel. Today is a holiday here, but she make it a point to join us and share her knowledge with us. Thank you, Dr. Norilmi. Really, thank you for your contribution today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pleasure to be here actually. To talk
That's
to us.
nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yes. Okay. Let me expand the screen and see whether. Okay. So, shall we now go to the first question?
Yes.
Yes, we are ready. Yeah. Can you please share something about your childhood?
Okay. I got this question a few times actually, but I think the most memorable childhood time is when I have much time to play. I live in the small village in Selangor, and then
Ah,
my mother is a teacher. Then we we were given like the whole village to play with. You mean that we
Ah,
can cycle around the village, we can do
yes.
a lot of things. But one thing is
Then,
most memorable is when we can do like role play. So
yeah.
one of the role play that I did is actually we have a double decker bed. I have much time to play.
Mm-hmm.
Then during that time, we covered everything with bed sheet, and it become like very dark, and it's like a
Uh-huh.
spaceship inside there. So we
Oh,
play, yeah, because there's during that time there is one TV show that we always watch. It's not
uh-huh.
Star Trek. It's like
Ah,
it was V. If I'm not sure whether you know or not that during that time there is one show which is V. V. They're having a spaceship and doing a lot of things there. So it's actually from there I'm trying to imitate like we are
oh,
working in the spaceship. So there is something that most memorable that I think I can share with everyone. And of
uh-huh.
course other things like for this for me it is a village girl. So I
Uh-huh.
always play a lot of playing there. So I think play is very important to increase
Yes,
creativity,
yes,
and which nowadays we see that our kids less playing, and we
yes.
really hope that we can do together playing together so can increase their creativity. So that's my childhood time. So most of the
Uh-huh.
time I think I was playing during my childhood.
Oh, yeah. That's a, you see, really, you see, the children who are doing well at the later age are all those who enjoyed their childhood. They enjoyed
Yeah,
their
yeah,
childhood. If you ask me,
I'm
I
really
enjoyed my
enjoy.
childhood. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really feel sad for the childrens nowadays. They are only confined to home and then gadgets. You see, they don't even go to library like us. You see, we go to library, we go out and play, like you said. Just tell me what I did not play. You know, every school holidays, we will spend a lot of time enjoying outdoor. That's the time we can play at outdoor. Other days we'll be like, uh, not every day we can go out, right? Only certain days
Yeah.
like weekends, and then that is so confined. You have to be home on time,
Mm-hmm.
otherwise
Mm-hmm.
you get kitty, right? So all
Yeah.
these, yeah. So I think we enjoyed, and I think nowadays the parents should also encourage their children to spend time more outdoor. You see,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, outdoor. And like see, like now even there's new sports which is quite famous in Malaysia. That's pickleball. I even played. I went last week. Yeah, last week I went and tried what is pickleball. Let me try it. So it's all fun. You see, yeah, it's also can improve the mental health condition. You see,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, good, good, good start in your life, which have uh, a path, paved way for your future ambition and career, right?
Yeah.
You have achieved
Yeah.
it. Fantastic, fantastic. Yes. Okay, what experiences or influences shape who you are today? As in childhood, as you said, you would play in the dark place, where it's like a arrows. It's like a what is it? It's like a space environment. How do
Mm-hmm.
you actually?
Mm-hmm.
What actually you all do there?
Um, I think the most influential people in my life is my mom. My mom,
Ah,
I think my mom also is so creative, and most of the time, even though we I'm never went to tuition, so I just if I have
oh,
homework and anything, I will learn with my mom because my mom was a teacher. And
yeah, yeah.
then yeah, and we grew up very disciplined. You know that
Mm-hmm.
when I was 7 years old, I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually started ironing my clothes by myself, and I
Yeah.
can cook by the year of 10 years old. So
Ah,
we are,
wow.
yeah, we are very independent, I can say that, and also very disciplined. I can say my father really make us a disciplined people. and my
Ah,
mother bring the creativity. So these two elements actually shape us today, all our sibling. And we started and all of our sibling actually in boarding school. And
uh-huh,
I was in school in Rao,
uh-huh,
boarding school there is quite far. It's just like
ah,
2 or 3 months, and my father mother visit me.
uh-huh.
Sorry, but I think there also is actually created all the traits or other traits in my myself. So having the
Mm,
discipline, very high discipline, and also very creative, I can say that. And yeah, of course, independence, and these
mm.
all things is actually help me go throughout my journey in life. So
Exactly.
actually, yeah, and because I'm in the boarding school, the other influence is actually coming from the friends and also from the teachers. You know that
Teachers.
in boarding school the teachers is very very good also, and I
Yeah.
learn a lot from my teachers. And
Uh-huh.
I'm very active in my schools, because I think I coming from the background that always play, so I have to do
Mm.
something. Even in my primary school, I actually represent my schools for the storytelling, for the
Ah,
netball. So the same thing I brought to the secondary school in the boarding school. So this. You can see that I experience a lot of things. When you experience lots of things, you actually these things actually shape you. Who you are now. So it's very important to for us to expose our kids to lots of things, various of
yes.
things, so that they can experience and this become maybe part of their life.
Yeah, yeah, very true, very true. Because you see, like the encouragement, you see, like nowadays, parents burden the children. It's not that they are helping the children. Most of them are burdening the children. But those days, our parents also asked us to study, but they also let us play, let us choose what we want to play, and support us. Like they
Yeah.
also allocate time for us to go to library. When we want to go out and play, they allow you to play, but of course they will also give you time frame by when you have to be back. So
Mm-hmm.
we were much more happier, and we had opportunity to explore further beyond our house, right?
Yes.
Not like
Yes.
now. The children are all confined to their laptops, their house. After school, very very secluded life. That's why they find it difficult to communicate with others also. They sort to social media, and all that to communicate with people, which is I can say very artificial communication, right? Nothing like real, right? So I'm very sure after this, when you come to KL one day, we are going to meet each other. Yeah, so now you are
Yeah.
based in Penang. You are still based in Penang.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay,
Because
so
I'm still teaching in University of Science
USA.
Malaysia, and yeah,
Uh-huh.
and our office is actually inside university in incubator center.
Okay, okay, wonderful. You see, before I used to travel every month to Penang to visit my parents. I'm from Penang.
Oh,
So after they passed
you can
away,
stop
then
by. Yeah,
yeah, but
but
nowadays,
my campus is not actually in the island. My campus
ah,
is in Seberang Perai, which
Seberang
is in
Perai.
Nibong Tebal. Yeah, there is an
Oh, Nibon
engineering
Tebal.
campus there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's on the way actually. It's actually on the way. On
yeah.
the way to Taba, right? Yeah. But okay, that's nice. That's nice. So when I come Penang next, nowadays I just go for holidays, you know. If I just go because I miss Penang a lot.
Yeah,
So
good food.
like,
Great food. I can say great food.
great food, of course, fantastic food. The price is also reasonable, but it's worth
Mm.
paying for a good food. If it's tasty and all that, then it's worth paying. But the traffic jam is almost like KL, yeah. Especially Penang
Mhm.
Island is like KL already, worse than KL. So you got to know when to go out. You got to know when I go to Penang, I have to check the time before I go out. So I hopefully they will also have MRT, LRT like in KL.
Yeah, soon,
Otherwise,
soon.
God. Yeah, soon, soon. Is it coming up? Any idea? I
Yeah,
have.
yes, yes. I think they already started to look for the. I think the route for this MRT
Oh,
LRT.
that's
Not
good.
sure.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Because later they can connect to the mainland as well, through the bridge,
Yes.
They
Yeah.
can do maybe like overhead, overhead on the bridge or something. Very, rather than doing the tunnel, the tunnel is so costly and it's not going to, not everybody going to use it every day. You see, it's not that feasible compared to MRT and LRT. You see, so let's see what are they coming up with. Okay, doctor. You see, uh, like hobbies. Your hobby is definitely one of it is playing outdoor. Okay, and then what are the other activities which you enjoy outside your work now? Childhood or
Now,
now?
okay. All right, because my schedule is so packed, and I have to
Uh,
juggle between my life as entrepreneur and also academia, and also as a
uh,
wife. So, what
oh,
I love to do now is actually find my own me time. So my
yeah.
me time is actually when I'm driving alone, going somewhere. So most of the
Uh,
time, actually, I'm going to KL, Kuala Lumpur,
uh,
for meeting another. This is actually my me time. So I
yeah.
enjoy my me time. I can alone driving. You can, if you are so sleepy, you can do your karaoke. Then this
Okay.
is where you actually reflect back. So along the journey, like 4 hours journey driving, normally lots of things comes to your mind because you are separate from all the busyness, and you can
Yes.
think a lot of things while driving, which is
Yeah,
not
yeah.
really good. You
I
have to
love to
focus.
drive.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but still, yeah, this is the time. Sometimes when something come up, the idea is coming, then
Uh,
I need to tell my staff that uh, I pick up the phone and just tell everything to my staff. So most of the
uh,
time when I'm driving, I learn a lot of things. Actually, I can do on reflection. I can see that.
Yes, I do agree with you. I do agree with you. I do love driving to Penang and all that because if you go by flight, you can only take limited things, certain things you cannot take all. But if you drive, you can put everything in your booth, in your car, and you go.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
So like me, whenever I go outstation, especially to Penang, I used to go to the driving range, play golf, my trainings. This how I'm happy alone. So I understand. When I travel alone, I used to think a lot of things, Sometimes I often like before I was under tremendous pressure. So when I go for holidays, I just go to Penang for holiday, not to visit family, but just take a break away from KL, book a hotel,
Mhm.
stay there and be alone, plan for the following year. So the me time is very, very important. I really know how precious it is when you are
Yeah.
very busy. Fantastic,
Yeah, I think most of the uh, women should have their own me time. Take a break
Yeah,
from something that you are really doing very busy things.
yeah,
Then maybe meeting with your friends, doing something that outside your regular things. So this is actually going to recharge you, and when you back to work, you are more motivated and you can do lots of things after that.
yes, exactly, exactly. So, doctor, like, you see, when the okay, I just want to know, like, you as a wife, and also sometimes you can spend time away from work with your husband or alone. I thought the me time is very, very precious, and of course, you also can do activities with your husband outdoor, or or even being
Mhm.
during when you're at home, you also will do some activities like gardening or just
Mhm.
some games. Go to nearby garden, and play badminton or something. Which sports you like the most? Are you into sports as well? Are you interested at
Uh,
all?
I no longer play any sport now because
Uh-huh.
actually, like 4 years ago, I
Ah.
had what we call that, the injury. So
Oh.
I can't, yeah. So because of that, I don't really want to active more on any sport. Just do my
Oh.
brisk walk. Yeah.
You shouldn't. You
Yeah, I'm
shouldn't.
having
Just
a sleep days. Yeah, sleep days. So it's not really good for me to play something
no,
that,
please don't.
yeah.
Please don't. Please don't. Even I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm healthy. I'm strong. So even doctor said no. Try not to. I have exercise machine. Doctor said no. You are okay now. Don't find for ask for more trouble or problem. You are healthy. You are good. She says just go for a walk. So what I did is that swimming is always my passion. So I took up. Actually, I learned swimming and all before, and many years
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of work, I couldn't do. Now I'm back to swimming, you know,
Yeah, me too.
back to swimming.
Yeah, I think I love swimming too because there
Yes,
is the way that less harm to your body, but at the same
yes,
time you exercise all parts of your body. So,
yes,
if
yes.
I have time, of course,
Please
nearby my
do.
house, we can just
Yeah,
go
please
to
do.
swimming pool. Yeah, then swim there.
Yeah, yeah. Like me, it's in my condo itself. I have all the facilities. If I
Yeah,
don't go, it's a waste. So when I go there, sometimes I go to the swimming pool. We have a very nice garden. So that's the place I meet my neighbors. Talking. So this will give you some time off from your daily schedule. So, doctor, I want to hear you going back to swimming. You know, swimming in
yeah, yeah.
between. Your very
And
good.
swimming is good for those who have sleep days actually.
Oh, is it?
So yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Then I do lots of swimming compared to other sports. I think I
that's
stopped
good.
playing badminton, netball. I used to very
Mm.
active play netball because it's
Uh-huh.
netball. I play since my primary school, secondary, and also in university. Then I injured. I reduced a bit the frequency on playing the netball. And I love badminton. Badminton, I play with my all cousin, all aunties when I'm in kampong in my village. During that time, I think Thomas Cup is so famous, and
Yes.
all the players, badminton players, so famous. So we always play badminton. I still remember that. But recently, because of the sleep disc, then I think the only sport that I can do now is actually on the swimming. So I think
Uh-huh.
swimming is good now.
Yeah, I think that is very good. That's very good. But do you have children, doctor, if you don't mind?
I don't have any, but I have four cats. It's like
Oh,
the
for
children
cats.
too.
Yeah, they also like you. Don't worry, because your work itself, like we entrepreneurs, our work is our kids. We have to take care. We have to nurture. Whatever you do, you have to do it well. You have to do it better. You know, it's also
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like having kids. Wow, 4 cats is just good enough. Okay, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. Okay, so let's go to the next. Uh, what like you say, when like if I ask you, have you written any books related to your hobby or any other things, any other topics? Have you written?
Um, it's a chapter of book. I think this is academia book, of course, academics
Academy,
book. Yeah,
of course.
but others yet to have any. But I have one just contributed last year
Uh-huh.
for one book, but it's not released yet. But this
Uh,
one is more on journey of me in
uh-huh.
entrepreneurship and academics. Just a part of
Okay.
chapter on that.
Okay. In that case,
Mhm.
we all can expect a book from you in future when you are able. And of course, you see, like my first Malaysian guest on 1st of August was Dr. Amina. She is a stem cell
STEM,
scientist
yeah.
in Malaysia, and she wrote a book about stem cell, how, for kids in Bahasa Malaysia.
Yeah.
So, which is something very good. So I hope you also will write about space or something in Bahasa Malaysia, so that more of our students will read in Bahasa, because I think there's a lot of books, many books on English, on space or whatever in English. But I think to encourage our more Malaysians, especially our children, to read Bahasa Malaysia, even non-Malays to read more Bahasa Malaysia, we can have Bahasa Malaysia books also. So this
Yeah, yeah.
aerospace will be another interesting area. Yeah, I have my friend from Greece. She has written a book about space in English, which is very interesting. So I think I'll be looking forward to your book in future. So please,
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
let us know. After you have written, you can come back to my platform to talk about your book and publish so that more people can buy the book. Yeah,
Okay.
all the
Yeah.
best. Okay, so another thing, doctor, how like you mentioned just now, your mom has been your inspiration. She had been supporting you. She's a mentor, like, right, she's a teacher. So what was your father working as?
My father was a technician in
uh-huh.
JKR, Jabatan Kerja Raya,
uh,
and he actually, like I said before, more on the discipline side. And
uh,
I actually, when we play too much, he the
yeah,
one that will make sure that we are on time, go inside back to the home, uh,
um,
and also reading or doing the homework.
yeah.
And I think that's a contribution of my father.
You see, that is awesome. Our parents are not so highly educated, but they have the wisdom how to bring up children, how to discipline children. So they know how to keep the children under a reasonable control, at the same time encouraging them. They have been very good mentors. But majority of parents nowadays are highly educated. Most of them are graduate. They are professionals, but it's not that they are not looking after their children, but they are applying. I'm just focusing this to those who are doing it, not those who are not doing it. They are burdening their children with a lot of things without considering their emotional needs and their mental health condition, which led them to a lot of wrong things.
Mhm.
Running away from home, mixing with the wrong company. You see, they
Yeah.
sought to commit suicide in very early age, going into
Mhm.
the dark website and all that. You see, a lot of time they look for friends on social media. Why? Because they find that they have less attention at home. So I think parents should spend more time with the children.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I think.
another things that I think we should look for also is maybe the different era how we grew up, and we
Yeah.
as compared to the current situation now, they are exposing more on the media social. During our time, maybe I still remember that in my village, me was our family was the first family that having internet. I still remember that
Ah,
people come to our house to do something that related to internet during that time, and I'm really exposed very early to internet and even computer. I still remember that during my 10 years old, I helping my teachers typing in computer because during that time only me knowing how to handle that. So and but current kids, they are exposing to a lot of things. When I see my niece and nephew, of course, during when we gather the gathering, I
yeah.
normally ask them to play together with me. Sometimes when they play
Ah,
Roblox, say, "Can I play together? Can I play together?" They're like, no, no, because
yeah,
they're afraid that I will see what they are talking about because they can chat during that during in the game, right? So we want
yeah.
to control a bit on that because they are getting influence from other friends which we don't
Yes,
really know.
know
So
them.
this is where parents have to look really care on their kids, what they're playing, who are their friends inside on the online game and everything. So
Yeah,
it's our responsible for me it's a responsibility of the parents to look
yeah,
after their kids and making sure that they are safe online. So
yeah,
they're browsing and anything. This is something that if you don't have any parenting lock, something like that for the websites, you should have that to
yeah.
avoid that they are going somewhere that we don't want to.
Yes, you're right. You see, some of them, once I was speaking to one of the parents, and I said that, we have to take care of the children's gadget time and all that, and then they said, this is how we grow and all. So she was telling me, yeah, those days you don't have gadgets, so obviously you will not be on the gadgets, you grow differently. I said, no, we had TV. No, children
Yeah.
get addicted to TV as well. But yeah, because our
Yes.
parents impose a strict rules even at home. This time to this time you have to study.
Yes.
This time to this
Yes.
time you watch TV. This time to this time is your homework time, and by this time you must sleep. You see,
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
parents have imposed. Our parents don't allow us to keep awake until 10, 11, until 11, 12, and all that. So what is wrong is you still have to look after your child. What is your child doing? How they are spending their time. You see, even gadget, you must give them certain time to use. You see, not necessarily like you
Yeah.
say in Sweden. We are now for example, you see, one of our MP was telling, he's very good, Said Sadiq. He's very good, but he was telling every student should be given the free tablet, that and this. I think primary school you need not. Yes, it sounds very good. Like Sweden, they have stopped using all this gadget in school now. They are going back to the conventional. You know what? The more you use the gadget, you lose the ability. Your motor skills become lesser, in a sense that your writing becomes worse. Yeah, we are always typing on the handphone, on the laptop. So we are okay. We have used pencil, pens long time ago, many, many years. But the children nowadays, very little time they have to really spend time on writing. You see? So if you
Yeah.
give them gadget, it's going to make it worse. You see? And
Mhm.
it has other effects on the mental health, on the physical health, and all that. So Sweden has stopped using it, gadgets in school. So I think we should not expose our children at a very, very early age, especially primary school. Maybe secondary school, it's okay. Because I'm sure at home the parents are giving them some gadgets to use, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it,
Yeah.
doctor? What do you think?
Nowadays, I think most of the kids have their own phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one thing that I think discipline is very important. I can
Yeah.
say during my time, my father, other than discipline, my father is actually the one that make sure all of us is up to date to the technology. So we have internet earlier, we have computer earlier. Even I think during this, the car was Saga car during that
Ah,
time 1988. My father also the one that the first one that bought that car, so most
oh,
of the villagers sometimes borrow the car. I can still remember that. So we are really exposed to something very the technology. I can see that, and I even have uh, a game console, not the game that you have a cassette,
ah,
using that the cassette and you can play. So I
ah,
have all the technology thing during that time, but then because of the discipline, this is actually make us to more focus on our study and can divide the time for the play and also for the study. So discipline is one thing, and other thing is of course this is responsible of the parents too. But at the same time, we as a kids during that time, I think when we exposed to, I think, up to date of technology, this is also can increase our skill, increase our what we call it self esteem. Yeah, because yeah, we learn more than others. I can say that because we
yeah,
are exposed to something that maybe other don't have that. But at the same time, we, even though we have that, we own that. But at the same time, we still be teach of humble. I mean that yes, you have a lot of skill, you can do a lot of things, but still you should be humble person. You should help others. You should not look down to others. So this is,
yeah.
I think, the element in how you raise a kid need to be embedded in early stage.
Yes, exactly. Because you see, when when the parents are strict, they discipline their children. So the children are taught to be obedient, to subject
Mhm.
to the superior. Subject in the
Mhm.
superior, of course, in the family are the parents, right? So same, if they are trained from very early age, when they grow up, they will have better self control. Yeah, they know how to discipline themselves. Yeah, have better self control because they've been all the time subjected to the rules set by their parents. So that's why discipline. I do agree with you, doctor. You see now, okay, as in schools, okay, in school, who is your particularly teacher who you believe to be your mentor? School time.
I don't have anyone that specific, but I still remember my I think Islamic studies, the
Ah,
religious studies. Uh,
studies.
yeah, this week in here we call ustazah, right? That ustazah is actually very close to me, and really taking care of me. And with her, actually, I learned so much also. I'm not a problematic student, so it's easy to handle me. I can say that because I've been raised with discipline, so it's easy to. I'm not really the rules breaker. No, no, I'm not. But
Yes,
I think having somebody that you can rely on. I mean, the teachers that you, if you're having any problem, this is a good things also. So that's the reason why I think I don't really support when there is a suggestion to have warden coming from military, from
ah,
police. Yeah, because I think in boarding school, you need another family to raise you,
ah,
which is your teacher and also your friends together. So teachers should become like a parent too, in order for you to discipline you, to take care of you. So and I'm lucky to have a teacher that really taking care of us in school, in our boarding school. So I think I can see most of the teachers was good during that time, and we still contact with each other until now. So yeah, uh, most of the teacher is actually influential also to my life because I've
yeah.
been in boarding school for 5 years.
Wow, that's a long time. Yeah, quite a
Yeah.
long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
you see, doctor, I really, because you see in boarding school, with having a proper religious background, a foundation for children, they should be like today. You are an aerospace engineer, not an ordinary engineer. You see, so why do you think? Sometimes I don't understand. I ask myself, what is wrong? Now we see a lot of bully cases in schools, especially in Tapi schools. Why? It's a religious school. They should be more aware. What do you think? Where is the problem lies? Because we see a lot of students in schools are attacking each other, bullying, like tearing one
Yeah,
after another. Very serious matters are going on. Why?
I think
What do you think?
yeah, every bully, uh, the person who bully others is normally having something behind that. I mean that maybe they lack of love. We never knows
Yeah,
the background of the bullies. But
yeah,
I believe during my time also in boarding school we heard about these bullies. But
uh,
bullies for the girls is different as compared to bullies to the boy. Boy will punch, will do lots of things on physical,
yeah,
but girls is more on the emotion. and
yeah.
and I'm not really uh, I heard that, but I can see that the person who doing that normally having something on their on her background, meaning that maybe a
Affected
problem
children.
family. Yeah, yeah, the problem children normally coming from the problematic family too.
Yes,
We
yes.
can say that also,
They
but
seek attention, right? They seek
yes,
attention.
yes.
Attention
Yeah,
seekers.
seeking more attention. You can see that too. So
Ah,
if you are properly raised by your parents, you know the value, the moral, you will not do these things.
yes.
I never crossed to my mind to bully others. It's some we know that okay during during the first year or the form one. Of course, when we start in our hostel, we have to know each other, have to take the signature from our seniors, and have to do
Yeah.
something right. So,
Yeah.
but for me, this is part of knowing others. And during that time also, the things that they ask us to do is not really something that we can say bully. It's just for fun. It's just something that we already understood that. But maybe some now when we do the same thing like we did last time, maybe they can consider bully. So
Yeah.
the interpretation of bully may be different between the years, between the era, because parents is more concerned now. During our time, parents give us very big independence. We can do lots of things. If we miss home, they don't really uh, follow what we want that bring us back to home. No, you just stay there and
Yeah.
study there.
Self-control.
And
Yes. That's what
eventually
I
you
was
will
telling you.
adapt. Yeah, we will adapt with your study and your schools. So
Mm.
I think bullies is always related to who you are. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the bully maybe having something that we never knows. So
Yeah.
this
Really.
is
And
normally coming from the family, yeah, and
yeah, what
environment
is
that
so
they grew up.
yeah, what is so frightening is that it's very physical. It's so our kids nowadays, our children are becoming very aggressive, very very physical, very physical. So they attack their colleagues very badly. Yeah, yeah. The bully was always there, always there.
Yeah,
Bullying
and
your
I
peers
think
is
this
always
also there's
there.
also influenced by the media that they have seen. We never knows what they are watching, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
something, yeah, because everybody have phone. When they bully somebody, then take picture, then this thing maybe can affect others
Circulated.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was shocked recently, even in Singapore, primary school students were involved, three of them involved, threatening the friend's mother, I will kill your
Mm-hmm.
parents, that and this,
Mm-hmm.
which it's really shocking. So this is why I say it's all influence of social media, overusing of gadgets, you see.
Yeah.
So it's too much freedom, yeah. Okay, doctor, it was a bit tensed, a bit. Let's go to this, can I know that what are the challenges you face at work as an aerospace engineer? Maybe your work, your clients, or colleagues. What are the challenges you face typically?
Um.
Anyone?
I think to be accepted as a woman in the room. I mean, there's your voice to be heard in the room.
Uh,
I know that this is like a clinch, but I can see that is still happen, even though people say that, yeah, we give more opportunity to women, but then you have to do twice compared to the men. So this is happening to me, but every time when I raise this thing, they say that no, we already give you opportunity to do this and that, but then you never knows that I have to speak up like twice so that you heard me.
yeah,
So to 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 make them to accept us is actually to prove them first, as compared to the man they can see anything, but us they have to need to see us first what we have done before, and then they will accept, or they will listen to us when we are speak out, or yeah, then this is something that very challenging. And I'm not really person that very loud, I can see that, but because of my I can say that being leaders in space, in being a CEO, you have to bring a lot of things to the table. I mean, if I met any government servant or government agency, so I have to tell them what happened and everything. So this is
yeah,
make me somebody that I need to be brave enough to say it out. And I can say that now I can. They see me that I'm a bit loud. A bit loud doesn't mean that I just want to speak to anyone. No, sometimes they misinterpret that we are loud because we are not being heard. I can see
yes,
that. Yeah, so we have to do something so they to get their attention and being heard. So recently, I raised one issue when I trying to get approval for my testing. We take like more than 9 months to get
Uh-huh.
approvals, and I wrote this in LinkedIn, and this is
Wow.
actually get attention from lots of the government agency because they are involved in this approval. So we need a few approval from a few government agency, and because of that also, I think I've been contacted by them and asking what exactly happened. So you need to be brave enough to raise your concern and publicly, and if you are not being heard, then you have to do something. So when I did that, people say that I'm quite loud. I always complain, even though it just only one time I complain about this, but
Uh,
lots of people actually, especially in the startup world, support me because this is what really happening in Malaysia. They have a long time approval getting from the government, and government should look something to improve on this because it's going to affect on the business itself. So uh, when you talk with something that I can say that have a content on that. I mean, you can't simply talk anything. No,
I think
when
yes.
you talk about something that really serious, or you this is something that give impact, then they will take seriously on that. So I'm trying to practice myself also. When I've talked to somebody, I've talked to government, to any companies, we are talking about something that really create impact or really serious that maybe can change something. So this, uh, I can see the progress on that when I start seriously talking about something that can help government and also startup.
Yeah, I do agree with you because I can really understand you, doctor, because it's not easy, especially in aerospace. Men tend to feel gender inequalities is everywhere throughout the globe. Okay, as one of the SDG mentor in international conferences, I do concur with whatever you shared, because even women with same qualification with men, okay, same qualification, they work same number of hours, but same job scope, but the man gets higher pay. Man gets 46% higher than women for the same position, same qualification. You see, so gender inequalities is everywhere, but women, I think slowly women's voice are being heard, but as you say, you have to work twice as harder, you know, compared to men, especially when in the room there's more men compared to women. You see, and again, the type of industry you're involved. So definitely your industry, aerospace engineering, is super challenging. And I'm really thumbs up to you, doctor, because I admire your guts to speak up second time. Okay, not only first time when you are not hurt, you never give up, you go on to second time to voice out, to be loud. It's okay to be loud. If you are not loud, you cannot be an entrepreneur, you cannot put across your ideas and what you want to implement. Fantastic, doctor. I really admire your courage, to get things done. This is one of the most important quality for an entrepreneur. Otherwise you cannot
Yeah,
be an entrepreneur.
yeah, and I think also that you can't lose your femininity because
Yes,
you still need that.
yes, of
Yeah,
course.
uh, become loud or become something that very big in any sector. Uh, this femininity should be there too because we are unique by our own. We don't want
Yes.
to be a man, but
Uh-huh.
we want the opportunity the same like what men have. But the way like we leading the company, maybe there is our own way. We don't want
Yes.
to become like a man, to
Yeah.
lead this and that, right? But this is something that I really advise to my student and also my staff that you don't have to be a man. You can still be a woman, but at the same time, you can talk, you can raise your idea and everything, and get the opportunity in whatever that you want to do. So
Yeah.
you don't have to be like a man. This is the most important. Sometimes being a woman, you have some sort of the privilege, I can say that also, and use that kind of privilege. For example, maybe like a boss lady is more empathy. So empathy is not something very weak in the leadership. So you can use that empathy in order to make sure that your staff doing well in your company. So I've been criticized before this because I have a loss of empathy. I can have very high empathy, but then I
Ah,
think this is the way of me because I also academics.
yeah.
When I'm teaching, I have this more empathy because I want them to learn. So I need to balance between empathy and become a very strict
Wow,
also, so
network.
that
Yeah.
yeah, so it will impact on the staff and also to the student. So become, yeah, I can say that put your empathy. Empathy is very important for me. Empathy is very important, and also this give uh, more opportunity, more chance for the woman to work under you also. You imagine that you don't really have empathy, and your staff, woman staff, is actually need a break or time off because the kids sick. But at the same time, you have urgent things. But we know that family is very important. Then you allow that, and trying
Yeah.
to uh, give the work to others who can help her. So
Yeah.
this is something that I think very important too.
Fantastic, very good quality for her, because I can resonate with you, doctor, because I'm also an academician and entrepreneur. So I really believe in that. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to have high level of empathy. You should also feel for your staff, otherwise you can't go on also, right? If you're a good boss, your staffs will be happy to work with you, right? So yeah, and like what you say is that we have to maintain our femininity, but I think depending on what is your job nature, as an aerospace engineer, as an entrepreneur, as CEO of a company, you cannot be too feminine. Your femininity you can only show it at home, at a more relaxed mode, right? When come to work, when you have to voice out, like what you say, you attend a meeting, you put out your ideas, your proposals, and people, you have to speak twice in order to be recognized. This is normal. So we have to be loud, we have to be strict, we have to be firm in what we want, otherwise we will lose out. Yeah, okay. Let's go. I think I've texted you too long. Now let's go to rapid fire question. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, thank you so much for your all nice, interesting sharing, Doctor. Okay, if you could go to space tomorrow, would you?
Oh, um, sorry.
If you
Again,
get,
again,
if you could go to space, we are given a chance to go to space tomorrow. Would you go in a
to the
spaceship?
moon and and have house there.
Ah, you want to have now they have the space station there, they have everything, this is the future plan. People want to go and live there, so chances are there. First start with holidays if you have a chance.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, coffee, tea, this is my normal questions. I just want to know, coffee or tea, what fuels
I'm
your
tea
day?
person. I'm tea person.
2%. Okay, chai. That's nice.
Yes.
So morning you drink tea instead of coffee, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So it's a boost to start your days. Okay. Uh, then okay, another one. If you had to describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Brave.
Wow, yes. Yes, you are brave. Otherwise, you won't venture into this as an entrepreneur. You will be just working and take salary home.
I have
Or,
another word too, which is
yeah.
crazy. I have another word too, which is crazy. Sometimes I think I'm so crazy doing this thing.
No, no, you are not. I really admire you. I'm very sure most of our audience admire your skill, your interest, your caliber. I really admire you for being aerospace engineer. It's not an ordinary thing. And in school I hate physics because my teacher is boring. But I love maths. I hate physics because my teacher was boring. So teachers are very important. Teachers don't teach well, your student will not be interested in the subject. Like until today, I love to teach maths. Okay, dear. Let's go to the next. What one space-related fact that always amazes you? What one space-related facts which always amazes you? What, like one of my friend from Greece, she said she like the planet Saturn. Why? Because it has ring, so that amazes her. So how about you?
Do you know
Anything
that?
related to space?
Yeah, yeah. Of course, everything is actually related to the sun.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, this is the fact that our life is actually affected towards the sun. If something happened to the sun, it's affected to us too. Even the satellite will be affected.
This how, doctor, can you share? Because I'll be going to India in January with my student,
Mhm,
because I'm the country
mhm,
ambassador for the aerospace program, right? Which I've been invited
mhm,
to. So I have to take one student uh, to India. So, of course, with an other 108 countries, of course, including Malaysia is 108 countries. We all will meet in
mhm,
India, and our student will build hands-on satellite. So
mhm.
that's why I'm asking this question: how the sun will affect the satellite?
uh, Sun is actually the source of energy, lots of energy on the radiation things. So if you have a satellite, of course, you need to make sure that it's radiation hardened electronics part, and also your satellite will shield from any radiation. The
Uh-huh.
environment of the space is actually affect from the sun activities also. So
Mhm.
you heard that before this, a Starlink satellite actually down or not working. I think lots of them is not working because of the radiation or solar storm happen. So you
Oh,
need to make sure that the satellite is being shielded properly, and also make sure that all the environment, the space environment, not affect the satellite. Of course, there will be effect, but we need to reduce the risk of having this environmental effect to the satellite.
satellite. Okay, great, wonderful answer. So, if you
Mhm.
have a chance to go to another planet, which planet would you desire to go? Which planet you like?
Um, the
Don't
one with
worry
the
about
ring.
people living there. The one with the ring is Saturn. Yes. Yeah. You like to go
Yeah.
to Saturn and see?
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So you should.
Because it has something different as compared to other
Yeah.
satellites. So I
Yeah.
wonder how actually
Curious,
it's look
right?
like. Yeah,
Yeah,
curious.
curious, yes. Okay, and then okay, so you choose planet Satan to go in case you have a chance, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
good. If you could have dinner with any of the astronaut or scientists or engineers of the past or present, who would you like to have dinner with?
Um, I still want to have a dinner with Tan Sri Mazlan, even though I already
Ah,
met her
yeah,
a few times, but then I
yeah.
still love talking to her, and we can share lots of things together because we have the same aspiration to
Uh-huh.
make sure that the space industry in Malaysia uh, to have more players inside there and push this industry to the international. So it's having aspiration what she has done before is actually give some motivation to me to do something now.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Fantastic. Okay, we had a good time with this because, of course, it's closely connected with what you do. But I'm very sure your answers here have give more exposure about who you are, and what you like, and what are your ideas. Okay, like let's continue with few more questions, and I think I don't want to text you with too many questions. I want to end it soon because it's texting for you. Okay, can you please share with us what is the future of aerospace industry in Malaysia? So, what are we looking at?
Um, we have to take a chance on the new space era. We can say new space era now,
Yeah.
where all the cost is going down. Now we have reusable rockets, so of course the cost having satellite another thing is going down now. So because
Uh-huh.
of that, also we can have more players. Imagine that, like 20 years ago, we have a very big company only in aerospace, but then now we have a startup doing lots of things. I think this is so many adventurous thing I can say. We can explore lots of things. And in Malaysia itself, we need also support for the government. And I see the support because some of the agency actually now looking how to build the ecosystem. And from there, 5 years from now, we have something that we can achieve. And even we also in Malaysia have Malaysia Space Exploration 2030. So we have our own vision there. By this vision, we know the direction that we want to go. And I think with the support of the industry, privates, and also academics and government, of course, we can achieve this vision of 2030. And what I can see, we have lots of opportunity now in Southeast Asia and Malaysia. Of course, we have more talent, and the talent now are more. I think we already train a lot of talent, so we need industry for them to work and make this more expand more. I think for this space industry. So of course, in the future we can have something like Europe, Japan, uh, the same size of industry. And this industry, space industry, is actually related to daily life too. You know that now we connectivity is very important, and now connectivity not only can use tower, we can have satellite. So in the future, of course, we're going to have lots of satellite up there. That part of our daily life. So space industry is part of our life in the future.
So, under which ministry is our space industry?
Mostly Ministry of
Mostly,
Science.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I wonder why mostly, like you see now, since I'm the country ambassador for the uh, India Space Foundation, and they offered foreign students, 108 country, each country, 108 students will come on board and learn self-study about how to build satellite because it's the very elementary level. So they
Mhm.
started doing this, and they've opened for 108 countries, and now they're going to sponsor the ambassador and the student, one student from each country, to go to India and stay there and build satellite. So everything at their expense. So what is our MOSTI is doing? I see our students are not given a chance like this. When I brought up this kind of matter to even our education department, they say they acknowledge that the program is very good, okay, but
Mhm.
they are not supporting in much in terms of finance or even with the student. They are not doing
Yeah.
it.
I
Why
think in
MOSTI
terms
is
of,
not
yeah,
opening up to the national schools?
I think if you want to work with government, it's like a year before you have to notify them because some government already have a budget. They already budgeting everything for the next year. So something that come up suddenly, normally they can't really afford financially, so they can just support you in terms of anything other than financial. I can say that. So
Ah.
Yeah, there's a one thing. Another thing is maybe if you do something, they are being measured by the KPI or impact. So we need to make sure that this program have impact to a bigger impact. The impact is received by a lots of people. I can see that. So if one school is not enough, maybe so you need to have more activity to actually doing the same thing or something related to that, so it impact more. So we need to to know a bit on how government works on this, and with that I think we can do something for the next year, because this is experience that I go through before. Everything is looking on the impact and numbers.
But you know what feedback I got? This is not government project. This is not even education department. I would approach them to, support. Not okay financially. If you can't, at least you can get something done. Of course, if national school, the national schools are under them, so they should encourage this kind of program where another country is giving the opportunity for our students. By you
Yeah.
not supporting this sort of programs initiated by other countries, so what are we reflecting? Actually, our own students, our own students, you see, they are willing to spend so much money for our student, but why can't we do it? So this is the question for all those involved in this industry. I think they should be more seriously opening up opportunity for our national school students to start aerospace programs at a high school level. Okay, so if students, I myself have students with me whose ambition is to become astronaut. So, what are the students' future in this industry? And which university is offering this aerospace engineering course in Malaysia?
Space engineering specifically, there are three university. One is University of Science Malaysia, then University Putra Malaysia. Now another one Islamic International University in Gombak.
Ah,
But there
oh,
is a few university that have like a subject or topic that maybe
uh-huh,
covered a bit on the satellite communications, like UITM having that, and they also
uh-huh.
have a lab related to the rocket propulsion. So it's more
Okay.
on the mechanical side. So uh, being an aerospace engineer, you actually coming from the different field. We can say that because aerospace is integration of all the field that we have: mechanical, electronics, computer, chemical. So you can be a chemical engineer, you can work on the propulsion. If you are
Uh-huh.
electronics engineer, you can work on the board for the satellite, the PCB, something like that, design on the electronics board. If you're
So, how's
mechanical,
the
then
job?
you can do lots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry to interrupt. How is the job opportunity for students who take up this, pursue this aerospace studies, engineering?
Aerospace is actually divided to one is aeronautical, one is astronautical.
Ah,
On the aeronautical side, we have lots of job. We can say that because it's related to aviations. But on
oh,
the astronautical space engineering, we yet to have lots of that because the industry itself is not that big. But
yeah,
I always suggest or encourage my student to pursue the study, because the entry level exactly for the space engineering is master level, because you need more specification on the
yes,
space. If you have like electronics background, then you
yeah,
need to be trained a bit on this space engineering, so you can relate on the environmental space with together with the engineering background of electronics. Even if
uh,
I hired staff, electronics background, so I have to train them. And I
uh,
went to one of the conference before and talked to the company that doing the hiring for the space company.
oh,
So,
space
so
company.
he said that the entry level normally is for the master level, or you
Uh-huh.
have some of the subject that related to space.
Yeah, this is very
But yeah,
highly technical,
yeah,
area.
they a bit niche on that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Brilliant sharing, doctor. You see, like
Mm-hmm.
our students, I mean, I think we have to create more, mostly have to create more awareness in this faculty, in this you know faculty for our students. That's why we got to start from high school level itself, you know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
many of them don't know that there is some opportunities. There's a lot of opportunity, like you say, aeronautical engineering and all that. There's a lot of opportunities, so we got to give enough awareness and knowledge to the students so that they can also choose this. So are we planning to have a send rocket to the moon? Is Malaysia ever planning for that? SpaceX
We,
under Elon Musk, is it? SpaceX.
well, we do have a program together with China. I think IIUM, the International Islamic University, have something related on the moon mission. I
Uh-huh.
think for the space. No, no, it's a lunar mission, something like that.
Lunar mission, yeah.
And I think it's still a long way to go
Long way to
to
go.
have something to moon as compared to India. They're already there.
Yeah, no, it need a lot of money. I think now our focus should be on our how to develop our economy. Okay, economy,
Yeah,
how to raise the level, reduce the level of poverty among our people. You know,
yeah.
have better control politically. You know,
Hmm.
and then we talk about space. I think as so far it's okay. We don't mind being the backbenchers at the moment, seeing to the world economic condition and political situation is very bad. Like our Indonesia, our neighbor is having a lot of problems. So I think it is an alarm for us. Yeah, what is
But
happening
yeah,
in Indonesia is a
but I
warning.
think we still have something ongoing now because there is one agency called MITE is actually looking on the ecosystem of the space industry, where
Ah,
they're helping the in the to make the ecosystem for the industry itself, helping the companies and also the other agency to work together with the companies. And MISA more on the research and trying to work together with the companies and also academia, so we can have a good research on space. And at the
yeah,
same time, MOSTI have a few awareness program. I involved last year with MOSTI to have one space camp for satellite development.
oh, that's
But this
wonderful.
is somewhere in Selangor, which is we not really open to everybody around the whole nation.
Hmm.
Focus on certain part, but still we can do again this kind of space cam or this
Yeah, we
satellite
should do
development
around
program. Yes,
throughout Malaysia, the whole nation, because
yes, yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, because I think, yeah, I do agree. We have to, I think at this stage, Malaysia should go more into research and development, like ecosystem, developing the better ecosystem. All this very essential, Doctor. Thank you so much. Last question for you. Can I? Last question.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. How do we use generative AI or other AI tools in aerospace engineering? How do you use it?
um
Is it important?
yeah, one example I can give is on how you process the data coming from the satellite itself.
Ah,
Currently, when we need to process when it not direct process, meaning that you get the data, you take a picture, for example, for the Earth, but you have to send it back to the ground station and process it. But what now we can do with the very high technology on the computer and AI, we can already have processing that, and we can have more value of data. I think with AI, um, all the information coming from the data, we can easily get it in the shorter time. I can see that.
great, great. Yes. Okay. Fantastic, Doctor. Such a brilliant sharing, such an interesting. I learned a lot from you today because aerospace is an area which not everybody know much, because a lot of people show more interest to what they can do now. And then I think we have to create more awareness, especially at the school level, high school level. Yeah, we should start. We should start. I would say that. And congratulations, doctor. You have a few audience from Georgia, from India. Yeah, and I know will have more audience from later, because not everybody can watch it one go, and a lot of them don't comment, but they are watching. So I'm very sure all our audience have benefited from your amazing, brilliant sharing, Dr. Um, Dr. Norilmi. Yeah, I was having so much problem, pronouncing your
You're
name
not
because
alone.
yeah,
You're
good
not
friend
alone.
of
Even my
mine.
student, yeah. You know that
Ah,
my student can't really pronounce my name, so I just asked them to call me Dr. Mimi.
yeah, you
That's
also
my
have
nickname.
another good friend of mine is from Greece space industry, Rania Lampu, Dr. Rania Lampu. She's also here. She have commented. So congratulations. You know so doctor, I'm really so privileged, and our audience are also very privileged to hear from you today. So hope to see you again. Thank you so much for your precious time, and looking forward uh, for you to appear again if there's anything interesting to speak on your aerospace, or you have written any book which you want to share, any findings, please, you're most welcome. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, great, great. You are such an interesting person, Doctor. Please, I have to meet you when you come down to KL, or if I come to Nibong Tabal, I'll make sure that I visit you. Yeah. Okay, dear audience, thank you so much. Yeah, really, I'm very sure you have enjoyed this session very much. I enjoyed very much, and it's really great pleasure to know Dr. Norilmi Amilia Ismail from Malaysia, the outstanding lady here, an icon in aerospace industry. Thank you so much. Till we meet again on next week with another amazing panelist on Coffee with Estera. Welcome and see you again. Bye bye. Good night.